Hello, Year 5. So this is our afternoon learning for Monday, the 11th of January, 2020. And it's all about living things and their habitats. It's about comparing the life cycle of different animals. Some of them are really, really interesting. And here we have two beautiful, beautiful zebras. And here we are. So we, as part of our learning, we're learning about the life cycle of plants. We talked about that last week. And animals. Some of the young animals undergo a big change before they become adults. For instance, caterpillars to butterflies. And that's called metamorphosis. That big change is called metamorphosis. And you're going to use some secondary sources to find out about the life cycles of animals. You're going to watch some videos and you're going to describe some of the differences between the life cycles of different animals. Okay, and so here's something to think about, what you already know. Think about which animals lay eggs. Not just the obvious ones, which animals lay eggs. So can you write down on your page, please, some animals that lay eggs? Pause the video, give yourself time. And back. Okay, so animals which lay eggs, you might have put snakes, you might have put birds. Obviously you put birds. You might have put ants. Ants lay eggs. Okay, depends how creative you are, and it depends whether you went to your computer and you had a little look on Google, because that's okay. It's okay to have a little research on Google. Now, the next question to think about is which animals give birth to live young? Okay, so these are not in an egg. These are actual little animals with legs and such, okay? So have a think about animals you know, which when they give birth to live young, not in an egg, okay? Go. And back, okay. So there were lots and lots and lots, but they are mammals. Mammals give birth to live young, okay? Fish, they have eggs. Birds, they lay eggs. Reptiles, like lizards and snakes, they lay eggs. It's mammals which have live young. Okay, we call live young when they're not in an egg. And so have a think about how some animals start their lives and how they change. We talked a little bit about that. Have a think about that. Give yourself 5 for thinking about that. And back again. Okay, so we start, Diddy, and we grow, don't we? And we learn skills as we grow, and we change a bit as well as we grow up. We lose our teeth, and then we grow new ones. All kinds of things like that happen to us as we're growing up. Okay, and some animals change lots and lots as they're growing up. Okay, so in many animals, the egg develops inside the female. So there's a nice lioness there. And they give birth to live young. There's a little cub. They're called mammals. And we, as humans, we're mammals too. Okay, because we give birth to live young. So there's an elephant with its baby. And an elephant's baby grows inside, and then when it comes out, it is a little elephant with legs and a trunk and ears and everything. But most other animals lay eggs. These include reptiles, birds, fish, and amphibians. That's frogs and toads and things like that. And insects all lay eggs. Okay, some lovely little eggs there. Not sure, I think they're blackbird eggs because they're blue, but I'm not sure. Okay, so there's a clip here to watch, a link to go on to. It's a BBC link, and it's about the life cycles of different animals, and it's very, very beautiful. It's a really lovely film. So whilst it's on though, can you be pausing it, stopping it, and writing down some of the names of the life cycle stages for the different animals that lay eggs. Okay, what that's called at the different stages. Think about especially the frog and the butterfly and that beautiful, beautiful osprey that are very rare in this country. We've got a few nesting, and people sometimes steal their eggs because they're so rare, which is really quite horrible. But that we have some beautiful nesting osprey. So you'll see those. So please go on to that and watch that. Pause my video now. And back. Okay. So you might have noticed frogs and butterflies have distinct stages in their development. They change, and that change is described as a metamorphosis. That's a nice long scientific word, metamorphosis. The adult birds care for their chicks once they've hatched. You saw the osprey doing that. And the chicks grow gradually. They're very fluffy little feathers at first, but those osprey chicks that you saw were quite a lot bigger than that, and they got their proper feathers, but they don't start off with those feathers. They have little fluffy ones at first. You've probably seen chicks with those little feathers on. Now have a look at the life cycle of a frog and a butterfly, and those are the links there for the life cycle of the frog and the butterfly. So please stop the video, have a look at those, and then come back to me again. So stop and come back to me again. Okay. And what I want you to do, and this is the sheet that I'm going to put on Class Story for you, is I want you to use what you've learnt and your own research. I mean, go on Google to compare the life cycle of a frog and a butterfly. So that two of those that you've just seen, so you can go back and have a look at those if you want to. You just need to rewind this a little bit. Choose your own design or use this layout here. This is the one I'm going to put on the sheet that I give you. Okay, so I want to know what the eggs look like, where the eggs are laid, what the animal is called, the young animal, soon after it hatches, not the egg, but straight after it's come out of the egg. What does it feed on? And what change does it undergo? So what metamorphosis happens? How long does it take for the egg, from the egg hatching to becoming a young adult? So from just hatching out into a little tiny tadpole to becoming a frog. How long does that take? And any other interesting facts. The frog certainly was really interesting. There were lots of facts, and the butterfly as well. Okay, now that's what your work might look like. Okay, so there you are, all of the things that your work might look like. I'm not going to carry on with that too long. So all of that work is on the sheet. Look through this video as many times as you want. Please follow those links, because what you will see is fantastic. And hand in some super work on your portfolio, please. Try and do your science in the afternoon. Okay, leave it till the afternoon, after lunch, to do your science. Okay. Thank you. I look forward to seeing that work.